Well, hello there, and welcome back to Roland's Reviews. I know it's been a while, but I'm here today with another Star Wars playset review.
You what?
Oh, hi there, Trevor.
Bloody hell, Tez. It's been a while, mate.
You could say that, Trev. Oh, and I suppose you've brought Barry to help along with the commentary on this one.
You haven't heard, have you, Tez?
Heard what?
He's emigrated.
Emigrated? What do you mean?
He's decided to extend his vacation and now lives in the party island of Ibiza.
What? Isn't he a bit old for that, Trevor?
Well, apparently, Tez, the ladies absolutely love him.
You're never too old, I guess.
Yeah, it's a terrible tragedy.
Well, I guess it's just you and me, Trev.
Yeah, the selfish bastard.
Anyway, should we just crack on, Trev?
Take it away, Tez. What we got?
Okay then. When it comes to vintage Star Wars playsets, there's been some fantastic additions. The Imperial Attack Base, the wonderful Dagobah, and the Jabba the Hutt Action playset.
Oh, hold on a minute, Tez. You did a video about saying that wasn't a playset.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You bloody did.
Is it a playset, Matt?
No.
Is Jabba
It's
the
a playset.
Alright, and
Yeah, it's a playset.
It's a playset that comes with a monster character, a creature.
It says playset on the box.
I know that.
Anyway, cracking on. Out of all those playsets, I've always favoured those vintage cardboard ones. I don't know what it is, but they get my nostalgia berries really juiced.
Take it easy, mate.
The Creature Cantina, ooh. The awesome Land of the Jawas. And of course, the holy grail of them all, the Palitoy Death Star playset. It's just a shame Kenner didn't do any more of these iconic environments. There are a number of different Star Wars scenes which really deserve to have a playset. All those gaps could have been filled. Many a vintage Star Wars figure just left out in the cold with no environment to display it with. And it's down to Star Wars creators like Lee Gregory to fill all these gaps.
I love Lee Gregory. He's a top bloke. Proper Mancunian as well.
That's right, he's from your neck of the woods, isn't he, Trev?
Too right.
Over the last 3 years, Lee has been designing all manner of different Star Wars playsets. And when I first met Lee, he was forging away with his huge cardboard Cloud City design. This looked like a truly magnificent piece, and it would have displayed so many of those Bespin Star Wars figures we have. But Lee himself admitted it did have its complications along the way. So he scaled back a little bit and went for some more simple playset options. And his first finished design was the Death Star Detention block, which is a pinnacle scene from A New Hope.
Where are you taking this thing?
Prisoner transfer from cell block 1138.
And now Lee has finally completed this design and he's kindly sent me a finished sample so I could review it.
There we go. Yeah, that's ace, isn't it?
Shall we have a gander?
Do it, Tez.
Well, Trev, there's no box to look at because Lee hadn't finalised his designs for the box at the time he sent it. But as you can see, Lee's definitely hit the nail on the head when it comes to that vintage box design.
Oh, is that his little lad, Tez?
It is indeed, Trev. Right, let's see what you get. It comes with the detention block base, a double-sided cardboard backdrop, a tractor beam control unit, a console communication desk and desktop. And on the reverse side of the backdrop, Lee has personalised it with his Paleetoy logo, and it looks really glossy.
Oh, do that again, Tez.
Okay,
Do it slower.
like this.
Slower, Tez.
Okay.
Very glossy.
Are you alright, Trevor?
I'm buzzing, Tez.
The playset itself is really easy to assemble. but it does come with a full set of instructions, which is in keeping with that Kenner classic design. Okay, let's get this thing together then.
Well, that looked really easy.
There is a bit of folding in the construction, and you will have to apply some of the decals which comes with this set.
Oh yeah, look, Lee's done that bit for you.
On the cardboard backdrop itself, Lee has incorporated many different designs taken from the Palitoy Death Star, and he's also created some very clever bespoke looking Death Star images, which includes a cell block corridor with the appropriate signing 1138, Death Star schematics, a trash compactor chute, and in addition to Lee's first design, he added the tractor beam walkway and control centre. The base unit itself is a nice shiny black plastic which has been vacuum formed and is very sturdy. Let's fill this up with figures. And the first obvious go-to display is the detention block breakout scene. And there's plenty of room for each figure. It's just a shame I don't have that Stan Solo Stormtrooper Han.
Ah, you want to get one of them, mate.
But look at this, Trevor. Han can now have that really boring conversation at that communication desk.
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway.
Luke, we're gonna have company!
And this is a scene which the Palitoy Death Star missed a trick on. Now Obi-Wan Kenobi can power down that tractor beam, allowing our heroes to escape. Nothing to see here. It must have been a drill. And of course, there are many other display options. It could be used for somewhere for our droids to hide out. And what about the Darth Vader Obi-Wan showdown? And if you're lucky enough to have the Palitoy Death Star playset, this definitely looks fantastic displayed next to it. It's so in keeping with that Palitoy design.
That's ace. It looks like the Death Star's had a baby.
It does a bit, Trev. It's almost like this is an extension to the Death Star playset. Having this as a kid to accompany the Death Star would have been just fantastic. You could let the imagination run wild. I am absolutely over the moon to receive this. Lee has worked tirelessly for the last 3 years, perfecting this playset. And of course, if you're in the know, he has many other different designs in the pipeline. And these include the Hoth Medical Bay with Bacta tank.
New from Palitoys. Oh, look at that. Let it snow.
The Emperor's Throne Room from Return of the Jedi. The Destruction of Alderaan scene from Star Wars. Home One's Rebel Command Center from Return of the Jedi. And of course, one day Lee will get around to finishing that awesome looking Cloud City playset. But in the meantime, just let our Lee get his first initial playsets out in the post.
This is my life at the minute. Gluing all these. This is one man band.
So the box, and then you get obviously with your base.
Hey, look, he's on your telly program thing.
Yeah, he's been on a few times, Trevor.
Can't get rid of his
Cut to, laser cut to the same size as the base, so that's precision cut. And you get there's a desk, folds around. Again,
folds around. Yeah, that works really well. That slots in nicely. That does.
There
you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Like a John's brothers on the shelf.
Another one on the shelf.
One out. Could be one of you lucky people next week receiving that one.
He's gone above and beyond, hasn't he, Ali?
He certainly has. And they're flying off the shelves at the moment. Links are available on the Paleetoy's Facebook group. But be very quick, guys, because these playsets are selling like hotcakes. And there are links for the Facebook group in the description of this video. So, I just want to say a big thank you to Lee Gregory for sending me this first edition so I could review it. It feels great after all these years to have another vintage style playset in my collection at last. And with a tenacity like Lee, I'm sure we'll see many other different playsets coming in the future.
Well done, Lee, and well done, Tez, for doing another Star Wars video.
Oh, thanks, Trev.
So did I get a playset too?
Did you put an order in for one, Trev?
No, I didn't. I forgot.
Oh, well, you better be quick.
Can I borrow yours?
No.
Bugger off and go play your Spectrum games, you tart-fisted git.
Oh, charming, Trevor.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.